or Sam's Club. You roll them out flat, almost like a pizza. And you put whatever stuffing you want in the middle. Once again, we use anything from onions, jalapenos, different kinds of cheeses, anything really. You can put chicken, anything you want in there. Then we roll it back up. So all the stuffings are outside of it. Then we wrap it, it's called a bacon weed. And once again, stick it in the smoker for about 2 hours. When the bacon weed is crisp, the bacon's done, the sausage patties are done. Then we cut them in about half-inch slices. And there you go, it's a great appetizer for a lot of people to enjoy. So there's a lot of fun stuff you can do with barbecue. Like I said, all this stuff you can find on our website, which is really great. We partnered with Hensley today because nothing goes better with barbecue than beer, right?
Right.
And I can cook it all day. Beer drinkers out there, anybody?
Woo!
Yeah, we've got some great beers over at the Hensley truck. We've got some local beers, West Shark. We've got Sleepy Dog Milk Stout. We've got machines here in Toronto. So yeah, after this little demonstration, please make your way over to the truck and try out some of our delicious beers.
How many of you cooked tri-tip before? How do you like it? How does it come out for you? Good. Tri-tip's one of the easiest meats to cook, but it's one that people mess up the most. And the reason being is tri-tip is actually a muscle. But everybody's under the mindset that you have to inject everything, or you have to stuff everything. The problem when you cut into a tri-tip is that you're releasing the juices. And when it cooks out, all the juices will cook out and it'll dry out. So we actually don't inject our tri-tip. The only thing that we would do to it is we would put it in a bath, maybe, of some spices and whatnot to marinate it. But we would never inject it, or we would never stuff it. A lot of people like to stuff it with garlic cloves or anything like that. You're gonna get great flavor, but it's gonna be dried out because you cut into it. This is one of our tri-tips here that we have. This thing just came out of the smoker. We actually smoke our tri-tip for 2 hours. And the reason being is we want a nice smoke ring on it. And this has been smoked for 2 hours, like I said. And we're real basic with our rubs and everything else. Once again, people try to get real creative with the rubs and try to do 7 or 8 different ingredients. You don't need to do that. Most of the time, all we really use is like some sea salt or rock salt and some pepper. Maybe sprinkle a little garlic on there. Our friends over at Barbecue Island down in the valley, they're one of our club sponsors, have been for many years. They actually told us that this rub here is directly made for tri-tip. It's the Salt Licks Garlic Dry Rub. And we've been using it today, and we've gotten incredible feedback. It's actually the first time we've used it, so I'm always a little bit nervous about using a different rub at a first-time event, but it's gone great, and if you stop over there and try some of our food, you'll see. But this is the way it comes out off the smoker. It's not done yet, but it's close. So basically what we do after that is we're just gonna sear it up for a little bit. Now another thing that a lot of people do when they're cooking tri-tip is they constantly like to flip it. They're called flippers. And you don't want to do that with tri-tip. You want to put it on there, leave it for about 8 to 10 minutes on the first side after you've smoked it, then flip it over, and you want to do about another 6 to 8 on there. When you're flipping it, once again, the juices don't know which way to go, and they start running out. So you don't want to flip it over too many times. You just want to have some fun with it. Drink a beer while you're waiting. Right?
What I think is great about this beer in particular, the smokiness really stands up to the smokiness in the meat, and the carbonation really cuts the fat, and it's just a great pairing. So this is the Sleepy Dog Milk Stout.
It is, and actually you could marinate the tri-tip in this. I don't know that I would do it straight though, because then you're wasting a lot of beer. But I might cut a little bit of it with it.
So also in your smoker, what kind of wood do you use? Or do you use?
You know, in our smoker, we try to use a lot of different kinds of wood. Pecan's a real basic one, a real nice one. You're gonna get a smooth flavor out of it. But if we can, we try to go with black cherry. Black cherry just gives the meat a nice little flavor. Apple's really good, peach is great. Any of the fruit woods are really good. Once again, you can get all this information on our site also. We have a lot of great wood sponsors around. We got Fruita Woods that are back east, they ship to you. We have Berry Brothers Woods down in the valley. They're all club sponsors. And if you join AZ Barbecue, it's free to join. You tell them you remembered, everybody gives you a discount too, which is great. So
I was going to ask you, I know there's a lot of types of barbecue, Texas, Memphis, St. Louis. What do you think your style of barbecue
Our style is Arizona style. We like to put a little bit of kick in our style.
A little local style.
Yeah, we like a little bit of kick. So we do a little bit of Cajun stuff in ours, and yeah, we like to spice it up a little bit. Some jalapeno, some things like that. So it's good. It's seared. It's good. Want a little fire on it. And I don't have to clean this grill.
Woo! I have an idiot question, a girly question. If I'm cooking that, how do I know it's finished? Like, do you poke it and get a temperature?
You never poke them. No. Tri-tip, it's really kind of cool. How do you like it, tri-tip? You like it kind of medium rare? It's typically best when it's medium rare, to be honest with you. If you take your finger and you put your finger right here on your hand, feel that? That's medium rare right there. So if you feel the meat, and feel that, that's how it'd be. Now if you take it like this, and do that, you're more like a medium well there. So it's the finger trick. The more you do, the weller it's going to get. So we like ours medium rare. So it's all by feel. And we'll slice them open here for a minute. What's that? Just right here. Yeah, just the palm right there. Yep.
Isn't there one too with the face?
What's that?
Someone told me there's like one with the face, like well.
Yeah, I don't know. When I'm cooking, I don't know that I really want to touch my face. I have like barbecue stuff all over it.
When you smoke it, do you smoke it in the aluminum foil, or did you just wrap
No,
it up?
we smoked it in our smoker that's over there, and then we wrapped it up after 2 hours. Well, that is looking pretty good, I do have to admit. So it comes out pretty good. Any other questions?
Hey, Michael, I don't have a smoker, but I do have a gas grill. Is there any special tips to cook on a gas grill?
Absolutely. If you want to get the smoky flavor on a gas grill, light one side of it and put the meat on the other side, and then you can buy they sell boxes, and you can put some wood chips in the box, and it'll heat the wood chips up and create the smoky flavor inside the grill. One of the other things that we say though, a lot of people have this problem too, if you're looking, it ain't cooking. A lot of people like to open it up constantly and look at it, and if you're looking, it's not cooking. So
does it cook slower in a gas grill than
it does. The tri-tip, like I said, we smoked it for about 2 hours just to get a smoke ring, and we'll slice them open and show you here what the smoke ring looks like. That's sizzling up nice. The big guy's got a question. Big guy's got you got a question? You just want to eat some. You had some earlier. How was it? Any other questions out there while we're waiting for the slicing?
I have a question about marinades. Typically, how long would you marinate this style of muscle?
Tri-tip, you only want to marinate for about 2 to 4 hours. Yeah, you don't want to marinate tri-tip overnight or anything like that. It'll get too mushy. It'll break down the muscle. You know, the citrusy stuff I'd stay more toward like chicken and stuff like that, poultry. Citrus work real well with that. I don't know that I'd try it with the meats. I don't. That's a personal preference of mine though. It's too acidic. That's looking pretty good. Any fire smoke? No, we're good. Waiting for it to start raining on me here. I like this grill. That's nice. That's nice. All right, we'll let that fire die down a little, and then we'll go ahead and slice them up, show what it looks like.
Also, another question, Michael. Where does the tri-tip come from on the cow?
The tri-tip's from the bottom end of the cow, and it's, well, like I said, it's one of the muscles. It's down on the front leg. It's one of the muscles, so it's real tough to. You know, that's why you don't want to just grill it. A lot of people will just grill it. We like to smoke and break that fat down a little bit. And I like to leave a little bit of a fat cap on it. A lot of people trim all that fat all the way off. I like to leave a little bit on it. This way, like you see, it's got some good cooking on it. Of course, I forgot my tongs too, so this is going to be fun. There we go. I want to see that. What was that?
Can you give an example of a brine that you may suggest to use?
You know, I would more or less just use like a salt brine, maybe like a little bit of garlic in it, something like that, just to, you don't want, like I said, you don't want to go overboard. They sell like marinades that you can buy, like the Lowry's are typically pretty good, like a meat brine, something like, anything like that's meat flavored would go good with this. Look at that. No, you gotta like that, right?
Typically, how long would you let something like that rest?
Typically, we would let this rest for about 5 to 10 minutes before we sliced it, just to let the juices set up. The juices would come back after about that. What's that? No, this is probably medium well.
They just wouldn't get a beer.
Yeah, it was, could have gotten another beer on this one. But then you just slice it nice and thin, and it goes great on sandwiches. Throw a little barbecue sauce on there.
They went to the bar.
See, now you're getting a little bit more to the medium rare stuff here in the middle. There you go. See all the juices flowing out of it? Who wants to try a little? You asked another question. I'll give you a slice there. Tell everybody what you think of it. That's not too well done. And it goes great with the smoky stout.
With the smoky stout.
Yeah, you can taste the flavor on it.
I think the lactose in this beer also brings out a lot of the sugar, so it
Absolutely.
makes it a little sweeter.
Too bad we don't have samples of the beer that we could give them to try it with the tri-tip.
You can always visit me over at the Hensley Truck, and I'd be more than happy to sample you out on some delicious.
Any questions on the tri-tip? Any questions on other barbecue stuff? Awesome, isn't it? It's addictive. And we got two sides that we're serving over there today. We got our cracked beans and our peppered bacon corn. And if you haven't tried our cracked beans, they're to die for. So, yeah, they're good, huh? What's that? Yeah, that's why we call them cracked beans. They're addictive. They get upset with us when we go to kids' school, though, and kids go home and tell mom and dad they had crack at school. That don't go over too well, though. You got it? You got any other things with the beer? Yeah? Any other questions from anybody?
What side would you do with
both
that?
of my sides are great, but I'd probably do the beans with this one. Yeah. Yeah, that corn is crazy good too. They're all addictive.
Is there a certain way you should cut it?
Grain and real thin. A lot of people, if you cut it too thick, once again, it's a muscle. It's going to get really tough. Well, like the grain's running this way, so I'm cutting that way. You can say the grain going this way. A lot of times when it's still raw, before you cook it, you can see which way the grains go. And you take a knife and cut it against the grain before you smoke it. And then when it comes out, you see your knife cut on it, so you know which way to cut it. Same thing with brisket. Same thing with brisket. It's easy to tell when it's raw because you can tell all the lines when it's raw. Yeah. Any other questions? Y'all gonna go over to my trailer now and eat? What's that? They're just my barbecue beans, but they've won so many awards and they're so addictive, people love them. People who don't like beans will come up to me and say, no, I don't want beans. And I'm like, no, you gotta try these. And then next thing you know, they're coming back 3 and 4 times. So they're just addictive. They're good stuff. They're not your normal barbecue beans. They're a sweeter, more flavorful bean. I place people throughout the crowd strategically. Any other questions for anybody? All right, we'll get out there and enjoy some food and beer. What's that? Yes, they do. They have bacon on them. You want to try? There you go. If you want with some flavor on it. There you go. Thank you, folks. I appreciate it.
And please come see the Hensley Truck. We've got some great brands over there, so come get a sample.
There you go, bud. Absolutely.
Thank you, Michael and Amanda. Schultz here at the Sub-Zero Wolf Cooking Stage. Thanks very much for taking us up here at 4 o'clock. We've got a Satchmo's with pairing with Mother Road Brewery, so stick around.